everyone, welcome back to RTS. And what are we going to do today? Review the supply. Yes, I have something to review, something to talk to you about, and we have something we can learn today. Oh, so hang in there, okay? This isn't just about showing supplies. So the first question I'm going to get is, well, hold the phone. I thought you were on a spending freeze. Yes, I am. But I won a $20 gift certificate to the scrap room. Yes, throw the balloons, throw the confetti. So excited. And I won this from a fellow YouTube. Her name is Tina Gale, and I'm talking a lovely person. Lovely, lovely person. And not only is she lovely, she's talented, and she does the videos for the monthly scrap room kits. So I will leave her information below. I will leave the scrap room information below, and you can go check all of that out. So Tina had hosted a series. I won the gift card, and so I was excited. So my little legs ran over to the scrap room to see what I could get for my $20. And I'm going to take this out of the bag because I probably have a glare. But I wanted to show you, because the scrap room is a different type of kit club. Okay, they're not your norm. And I think a lot of thought processes went into their company. So of course you get a bag that you can use to keep your kit supplies in. Love that. Okay. So the scrap room does it different. Is first of all, you do not have to sign up for any amount of time. And then what they do is they will give you a kit, and then within that kit you have 4, let's say, mini collections. Okay, so they call them page kits, but it's really 4 mini collections within that make up your one kit. So it's just like getting 4 samplings of collections, and I just can't say enough about that, because I think that's great. Because you know, if you shell out for one collection, it's $15. Well, 15 times 4, that's $60. you know what I'm talking about. It adds up. So Rochelle at the scrap room does it a little different, and I want to show you what I mean by sampling, and then how you can also take that to your benefit, and then also what we can learn from that. So there's a couple of different things. It's just not about the scrap room and kits and things like that, even though it's a great company. So I want to say right off the bat, look here. We have a handwritten note and a pen, and also advertising about the company. Okay, now is that not the great marketing and advertising right there? Yes, it is. You go, Rochelle. That's how you do it. I love when companies put thought into things. I just love it. And then also too, with the scrap room, with your monthly kits, you get recipe cards, you know, step-by-step instructions, and then they have an active design team. They have an active blog. They have it all going on. So what I wanted to show you is what I got. Now again, remember, I had $20, and you know what I did? I went to the sales section because I wanted to get the most value for my money. Okay, so this was what a sampling would be. It's not full collections. It's a sampling. Okay, now I don't know what from months these were from or anything like that. I just wanted to show you how the scrap room does it, and then what we can learn from it. Okay, because you know I'm all about kits. So this is how they come. You know, your paper's all protected, everything's separated. And like I said, if you are getting a monthly kit, and of course that's one way to get all the new stuff, but yet you don't want to fork out, like I said, $15, $16, sometimes $18 for a collection. That's just, you know, not all the bells and whistles. I'm talking a basic collection. Okay. So this would be a sampling, and this is Simple Stories, Sunshine and Happiness. Again, these were what I got in the sale category, and I'm sure, you know, she still has some in stock, so head on over there. And what I mean by sampling is I got, how many pattern papers here? 4 pattern papers, double-sided, and then 3 card stocks, and this is what was in a sampling. So in each little monthly kit, they do it a little different. So in this one, here's 1 sticker sheet, a few breads, which you know, hello, come to me. That is me right there. And a sampling of die cuts, and a sampling of little sequins, paper clips, that type of thing. Okay, that's what a sampling is. Okay, now how would you make this your own? Well, first of all, you know what I'm going to say. You could get a little mini sampling like this, and then go to your inventory you already have, and then mix it with something new, and it just makes everything fresh and fun again. Okay, so you could pick out your colors, you could pick out your motifs, you could even pick out from your inventory this lime green cardstock, or a yellow, you know, like more of a yellow or turquoise cardstock. Again, just add to it. That's how you take something like this, make it your own, fit your own style, but yet at the same time, you don't have to spend $15. Okay, you can add to it. And you can add to it till your heart desires. You can make it a mega kit if you want. Okay, so this would be another sampling. Okay, I love how these all come in their own bags. I mean, wouldn't that be just so easy to stick on a shelf? You know me. Someone says the word kits. I'm, you know, I'm all over that like stink on a monkey. Yes, I am. I love my kits. I mean, it really has increased my processing time. And plus, I love making them. Okay, so here we go. In this one, the jelly bean soup. Now, we're not talking. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Heavyweight. You can tell. Love that sound. Love it, love it. Okay. So there's another 4 double-sided papers. And this one, you have 3 cardstocks. Okay, and with this sampling, you get a whole sticker sheet. Yes, yes. Again, what would you do? Okay, well, you could add some green cardstock. You could find some other, you know, tone-on-tone patterns to mix with this. There's the B-sides. Yes, you have some ephemera to go with that. Clouds, woodsy, animals, you name it. Okay, anything in that color scheme, anything in this motif as far as outdoor, you could add to it. Okay, that's the next one. That was jelly bean called Mushroom Medley. Of course, you know, jelly bean, they just have great product. And then this one is a fancy pants. Okay, again, it's each individual bag. And what do we have here? Well, basil cardstock, lovely pink. So we have 2 cardstocks and 3 papers. So again, this is a different type of sampling because they have different type of kits. You could find anything over there that would match your budget or your style or both. Okay, so of course these are double-sided. This is a foil and I don't want to show that. Oh, look at this pink. Oh, man, I just love that. But then, you know, do I already have bits and bobs of these lines? Yes, I do. Every one of these I already have bits and bobs. So I will probably leave this together if I want to make a fast page, or I can just go add it to my collection. Or if you get something like this, let's say you get a whole ephemera pack, and then look at all these bits and bobs. I mean, this is one honking paper clip. You know, that'd be nice in your planner. It'd be nice in your Bible journaling. Yes. Oh, that'd be nice just to give someone as a gift. And here's a little sampling of some twine. And see, everything's individually bagged. Very, very, very well taken care of. Love those. Okay. So that's that. So then again, how would you make that your own? Well, what you would do is you would find different papers in your inventory that matches that. Add some white cardstock. Add some turquoise cardstock. You can make that and make it even bigger. Okay. Oh yeah, and you know, anything with a floral motif, you're good. And then anything with gold, yeah. Love, love. Okay, so then my last one was, of course, Echo Park, Just For You. This is one of my top 10 lines by them. Yes, love this. And would I tell you, this is probably, well, I'm not even going to go there. I'll just tell you, I bought it more than once, twice, 3 times, lady. Yes. So, yes, I have bought 3 of this line because it's just one of my favorite lines. Of course, that's when I was buying. That's not now. That was then. Okay, this was last year. Okay, no, 2016. I think it came out late. But anyways, okay, so what do you get with this? You get 3 double-sided pattern papers and then 3 cardstocks. And boy, this has, oh, that's beautiful. And then a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. So, how could you make this your own? Well, you know, go by your color scheme, add some more in. You could add in some yellow cardstock. You could add some navy cardstock. And then just pump it up, make it a little more meatier, and then you would get double the use from it. Because then you're taking something you already have, adding it to something fresh and fun, and doubling your choices. Okay? So then, now, that is the scrap room. I want to thank Rochelle and Tina and the scrap room for that lovely gift. You know, hey, papers and kits, you know, for someone on a spending freeze. Well, yes, you made me a happy little scrapper. So, the links will be below for that. Go check it out. It may be something that may fit your style. Now, what can we learn from scrap companies, you know, monthly kit companies, kit clubs is what I was trying to say. What can you learn from kit clubs? Okay, so you know I have been making kits, and I've been making my own kits for some time. But when I first started making kits, you know what I did? I would go and find every kit club I could, and I would learn to see how they made them, how much they put in, how much they charged, and I would learn their kit making process because, you know, that's what makes a kit club, is they have their own flair, they have their own way of doing one. So just like the scrap room, I don't know of any other kit club that puts 4 mini kits together to make a monthly kit. I mean, yeah, it's the best of both worlds if you like new stuff, okay? And you don't want a lot of it, okay? So I would go and I would look at Kit Club websites and I would get a feel of how much they were putting in a kit, okay? And then you start to learn after a while. So if you saw something like this, I just probably lost all those die cuts. Well, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's some die cuts in there. Okay, so say for this one, what do we have? 3 cardstocks, 4 double-sided patterns. So if you wanted to learn how to start making kits, that's what you do. You could pull 3 cardstocks and 4 pattern papers and add in a sampling. You know, I lost my die cuts there. You add in a sampling. That is how you learn to make your own kits. Go pull 3 cardstock, pull 4 double-sided papers. And if you don't have double-sided, you pick 8. And pick out a sampling. You don't have to pick out, you know, a third of everything you own. And that's how you learn to make a kit. And that's what I did when I first started years ago. I would look at different kit clubs and I would say, how did they make them? How much did they include? And I would have a running list. Okay, the Hip Kit, what they did. Felicity Jane, what did they do? What was the other one? Citrus Twist, and, you know, all these different kit clubs. There was, when I first started, well, some of them was not even in business anymore. And I would literally, okay, they had 10 cardstocks, 8 papers, you know, ephemera, 2 thickers. And I would learn what makes a nice size kit for me. Everybody's a little different. So that's how you can learn. Go to, if you have especially a kit club that you really like and it's your style, just keep looking every month. How much are they including? What are their styles? What are the patterns? And then that's how you build your own. Pull stuff from your own. So this is how you could simply go make a kit. 3 cardstocks, 4 double-sided patterns, a sticker sheet, a little bit of bling, brads, die cuts. There's your kit. That is absolutely, and then you know what I say, what's your signature item? For me, it would be brads, but for you, it may be something else. Okay, that's how you could learn to make a monthly kit, is to honestly go look at people that are doing it for their job. Go look at how companies are doing it. And that's how you can learn how to make your own kits. So that was reviewing the supply, and then years ago, how I used a kit club to learn for myself how to make my own kits. That's what I did. So I hope that was useful. And again, if you have a favorite kit club, go look at what they're doing. You know, if you're on a spending freeze like me, just replicate what they're doing. You know, honestly, it doesn't have to be something that hit the presses today. You can honestly take what you have in your inventory, mix them together in a different way, and make your own. Now, if you're someone who is on a spending freeze and you want to learn how to make some different kits with how I did some knockoffs, they'll be listed below too. So, okay, that was review the supply and learning something else about learning to make your own kit. And then also too, if you're someone that is new to scrapbooking, or you don't like to make kits, or this isn't your bag, find a kit club that does fit your style, you know. But I would suggest sign up with a kit club where you don't have, like the ScrapRoom, and that's what Rochelle is known for, non-committal, or Scrapbook Generations, non-committal. Don't sign up for something you have to do it for 12 months or 6 months, because if it doesn't fit your style, then you're locked in. And then if you try to get out of it, you're going to lose a little bit of money that way. So stick with something that's non-committal until you know it's a good fit. Okay? So that's our something new, something learning, review the supply. And I hope this was helpful. And I hope you like looking at all my pretty new papers. Okay, come back to RTS because you never know what we're going to learn. Bye.